Chapter 18, Detention. It happens all the time. I'm just making sure you're all right. If you don't mind, my lead unit will give you both a quick scan, and then you can carry on. Jude gulped. What about Zara? He had no time to react. The story about her being his sister wouldn't play out too well in this situation. Jude Kane, member of the Slate Creek SAC, Cascadia region, blurted out the lead unit. Female subject, no reading. Too late to hide and too late to lie, Zara crawled out of the wagon to stand with Jude and face the music. Are you sure? The officer said to the lead unit. Confirmed. No reading from the female subject. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to take her in, the officer said. No, Jude blurted, stepping in front of her. She's not going anywhere. The lights, clicks, and whirs turned on in the lead unit instantly. They were now on a live video feed. Look, you're not in trouble, the patient officer explained. Don't do anything that would put you in trouble. We're sorry, officer, Zara piped in. He's very protective. We're on our honeymoon, and he wants to make it memorable. How did you two get all the way to the GSA region without a passport? The officer asked. Jude looked at Zara and had to think fast. I'm from Cascadia. I met Zara in Texaco when I got this old Jeep from her Uncle Max. We got lost on some back roads near Texarkana, and before we knew it, we were looking at the beach. Talk about a whirlwind romance, the officer said, chuckling at his own joke. Don't worry, detention's only 24 hours. We take the information you give us, verify what we can, and put that into a temporary passport. You have 90 days to get to a doctor and have your permanent passport implanted. It's for your protection. It's okay, Jude, Zara said, stepping around him. It will be okay. Just come pick me up tomorrow. Jude tensed, but he knew she was right. This was the path of least resistance. This was not the New America government, and she was not Callum. He repeated this to himself. Zara Kane, she said to the lead unit. My name is Zara Kane, Zarahkane. Smart girl, thought Jude. Zara Kane would be a lot harder to connect to the Zara Malik of the Sparrow Press. Here are some insights. For context, after leaving the Blue Ridge SAC, Jude and Zara took a detour. Maisie's not with them. She stayed in the Ozark SAC because she's got an opportunity to work towards becoming a registered medic. So she stayed behind, but Jude and Zara are on this road trip and they take a detour down to the Gulf beaches, and they're near Biloxi, and they kind of got caught in a storm and had to spend the night in the Jeep. And of course, in the morning, here comes the park ranger, and every time you have any interaction with law enforcement, the first thing they do is scan your passport. It's basically electronic implanted ID. And, Zara doesn't have one. Jude does, but Zara doesn't have one. So she has to be detained, and they're going to give her a temporary passport. And she thinks on her feet because, she's been posting with the Sparrow Press, and, she's been avoiding Adams, using the protocols that she learned. But, at some point, Adams is going to, Adams sees everything, and he's going to start connecting the dots. And so she thought, just in case, I'm going to, use Jude's last name so that it's not as easy to connect the Sparrow Press with Zara Malik and know where she is. So she gets detained. Jude's not happy about it, but he realizes right now is not the time and place to put up a fight. It's just going to make things worse. So, he reluctantly agrees and lets her go. Where does that lead? Well, like often happens, sometimes, unfortunate events that you don't expect can lead to a benefit or an opportunity that you didn't see coming. So we'll find out about that coming up in Chapter 19.